Be happy. They came out yesterday and fought their ass off.
So don't come here and tell me they're getting better. Don't come here and tell me you see light at the end of the tunnel. This program sucks right now, and they ain't getting better. They are finding the same ways to lose football games. Turnovers, bad calls, injuries. Everything sucks.
Don't watch the effing game anymore. Because I don't want to hear from you.
I'm not watching.
Good. Don't watch it.
I'm not watching.
Watch it. Don't watch it.
They don't deserve my time.
Good.
I'm frustrated from losing, just like I was last year, just like I was anytime I lost, just like I was at New Orleans when we lost a game. And, you don't like to lose games, and but I'm not down, and I'm not losing confidence. I'm not going to go hide in the corner. That's not what I'm about, because I know we do. You change a couple of things, man. You take care of the football. You play your game plan the way you should, and all of a sudden you win. And so we got to keep this in the true perspective of the fact, hey, our defense is playing pretty good football right now, and we got to continue to do that. And if we do that, we can alleviate some pressure now in all three phases, or the other two, and now we can start to, you can help your other units out a little bit. So. That's why I'm encouraged. I hate losing, but I'm encouraged by that because I know we'll get better offensively, and it won't always be like today's game plan either.
Yeah, that's your boy Dan Campbell. He's talking about, we protect the football. Our defense is playing pretty good, and we'll get some things corrected. There will always be something. It'll always be something. The offense plays well, the defense plays trash. The defense plays well, the offense doesn't play well. Oh, well, this guy's injured. That's why we lost. Oh, because this guy, Dan Campbell, this coach, he dropped the ball on this decision-making, in-game decision-making. Oh, well, this player. There always will be something with the Detroit Lions. They got the Dolphins coming up next. They got Tua back. Tua looks good again. Tyreek Hill is Tyreek Hill. Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, arguably the best tandem in the NFL right now. It's always going to be something because you know what? The NFL is not waiting for the Detroit Lions to come at their own pace. The NFL is getting better and better and better. Teams are finding ways to win. I mean, look at the Seahawks. Teams are finding ways to win that you would not necessarily say, oh, these guys could get it done, or these guys should be 4-3 and should be at the top of the division. They are finding ways to get it done. Other teams are finding ways to get it done. Meanwhile, the Detroit Lions consistently find ways to not get it done. It will always be something. Next week, there'll be another excuse, and another excuse, and another excuse.
I can't argue with the history, okay? The history, it writes itself. They're a laughingstock of sports.
Even the present. You can't argue with the present right now, man.
But listen to me, man. What I watched, I told you, throw that Patriot game out. Be happy. They came out yesterday and fought their ass off. They looked good on the road. That ain't an easy place to play. I don't care how good or bad the Dallas offense is. Dak, of course, is rusty. They're not ready yet. He's not ready yet. Maybe he's not even a great quarterback. Who knows?
Right.
But they're better than the Lions. We know that. And they hung with them. And they could have beat them. Yes, I know. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. But I see them getting better. Throw the Patriot game out. Forget it. And look at their season. They're right there, man. They're not going to be a playoff team yet, but they are right there. They are competitive, and within the next 3 weeks, the national people will be talking about them again, saying, look, they righted the ship. I like what this team is doing. They got the Dolphins this week at home. They're going to beat them. Then they got a hapless Packers team in Lambeau, and they're going to beat them as well. I'm telling you.
I hope
it's happening.
I hope you're right. I think you're wrong. And I'll tell you, nothing matters with this football team from here on out because...
It does matter, Ryan. Why are you even playing the game then?
Because I'm telling you, until you get your quarterback, nothing matters.
We know that, but you know that coming in.
Well, I didn't. I didn't know that. I did not know that coming in.
He could be a game manager.
I did not know that coming in. I thought there was a little sliver of hope that Jared Goff could be the quarterback of this football team for the next 4 or 5 years.
If DeAndre Swift was in and not a wussy, and if Amon-Ra St. Brown didn't hurt his leg and then get his bell rung.
But what I'm saying is, do you believe
Matthew Stafford can't win with this team?
Let me ask you this. Don't get upset.
But don't say that it don't matter then.
Because here's where I'm getting with it. Just humor me for a minute.
Don't let the Lions make you guys fight. Okay,
No.
you see how chill I am.
Yeah,
reserved I
I'm
am?
totally chill
don't
about
let
this.
Don't let the Lions. Come on, calm down, big guy. Calm
I'm
down,
totally
big guy.
chill about
I
this.
went through a Yankees loss.
Hold
Liz,
on.
come on. give me
Let
a
me
break.
ask you a question. I want to explore this further. Do you believe Jared Goff is the long-term quarterback of the
No.
Detroit Lions? Then nothing else matters.
Okay. Then why even play? Why even suit up?
Well, because
just
you're
forfeit.
You're contractually obligated
Okay,
to.
play the game and enjoy it.
At 1-5, you no longer play pressure-packed games in the National Football League. You're just playing the game because it's on the schedule. You don't play for anything
Yeah, you
other
do.
than, well, it's Sunday and we have a game. You're not playing for a playoff spot. Your stomach isn't bubbling with excitement because you got a chance. You're in the hunt. You got a chance to fight for something. You're playing with a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of fear, a little bit of fun, excitement. That just that gut feeling.
How many teams in the NFL truly have a chance to win the Super Bowl every year?
It's not about that, Maz.
I'm
It's
just
about
saying.
getting better.
They are getting better.
Well,
the record don't indicate it, but they're getting better.
Maz, if you look at you in professional sports, you are what your record says you are. And right now it says that the Detroit Lions are 1-5. By the way, that is the worst football team in the National Football League. They have the worst record, 32 out of 32. So don't come here and tell me they're getting better. Don't come here and tell me you see light at the end of the tunnel. This program sucks right now, and they ain't getting better.
Fine.
They're making the same mistakes they make each and every single week. They are finding the same ways to lose football games. Turnovers, bad calls, injuries. Everything sucks. And
Tell you what, next week, why don't you put Santa Claus up? Go up on your roof and make the kids really happy next week. Really decorate your house next week. Do me a favor. Don't watch the effing game anymore. Because I don't want to hear from you.
I'm not watching.
Good. Don't watch it.
I'm not watching.
Watch it. Don't watch it.
They don't deserve my time.
Good. Take a hike.
Maz, the thing I would tell you is this, and to your conversation that we're having is, what have the Detroit Lions shown you to give you belief that they're going to beat the Dolphins, and then the following week they're going to beat who they play the following week?
Green Bay.
Then they're going to beat the Dolphins.
I watched Green Bay yesterday. They suck.
Watch Green Bay get right.
And that's
a lie.
the team. That's the team I picked for the Super Bowl.
Right.
They suck.
They do suck, but the problem is the Lions.
And Miami don't show me crap. They don't show me crap.
The Lions suck. They did struggle a little bit. To his first game back, they did struggle a little bit in that game, getting it going. But it's just with the Detroit Lions, they consistently show you that they're going to consistently let you down. And I think it's one of those deals where you've just gotten. What is it, Stockholm Syndrome? It's like your captives, they're holding you hostage and you become their friends. It's like they're holding you hostage, and so much you've gotten become cool with them. You like them now. The Detroit Lions will let you down every week until they show you you can't.
They showed me yesterday.
What they showed you is they can do Detroit Lions stuff. They can play good defense, make you believe it in the fourth quarter. Then they throw 2 interceptions, then they fumble at the goal line. That looked just like the Seattle game. I mean, the Falcons game. The Seattle
I watched
game.
them beat the crap out of Dallas yesterday. You see some of those hits.
And they still won.
That's not. But I understand that. That's out of my control.
And they still lost.
They had 5 turnovers in the second half.
It's not out
Nobody could win that way.
It's not out of your control to believe what you see. When people show you who they are, believe them. Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions are showing you who they are. 6 games into the season, after they went 3-13-1 and 0-11, by the way, here they are almost on the same track, but they have 1 win. The same track. They've had opportunities to win games. You're right. They do have some better players. Aiden Hutchinson has made 6 sacks. Pascal played. Kirby played decent. You saw Amon-Ra St. Brown take that jump before he got injured. DeAndre Swift. There are things that look good, but there are also things that look very similar to when my dad was playing, to after my dad was playing, to when I was playing, to not sit on this desk with you guys, and that is the Lions will find a way.
How many 1-5 teams are there, Ryan?
1.
0. 1. The Detroit Lions.
Okay, they're the best 1-5 team in football.
Oh, my God.
Okay?
You suck.
I'm just telling you. Don't bust my balls.
I'm not busting your balls.
I'm not doing this as like a joke and I'm like a fan. or anything like that.
I understand.
I'm telling you what I actually watched yesterday impressed me.
Yeah, they don't get blown out by anybody other than New England. It was a bad game. They got blown out by New England. Aside from that, they've been in every game. They have played with every team. They can play with any team in the league, sans Buffalo, I think, and Kansas City. Buffalo and Kansas City will blow them up. Buffalo might put up 60 if they wanted to. If Buffalo wants to score 60 points on Thanksgiving, they'll score 60 points.
They probably can do that with a lot of
If they want to
teams.
score 50 points on Thanksgiving, they'll score 50. Aside from Buffalo and Kansas City, the Detroit Lions could play with any team in the National Football League, but I guarantee you they can't find a way to win.
That's fine.
And that's the problem. And until or unless
I'm fine with that.
they get their...
Because I know they're not winning the Super Bowl right now.
Well, they're not going to win ever then.
Get those draft picks, make them right, and then go from there. Get better players. You got to draft. I can't draft for you.
I understand, man.
Get Mel Kiper's book and follow that. I don't give a damn. Just draft better players.
And one of those players has to be the quarterback.
Of course.
And until you get your quarterback, I just don't think anything you're doing matters.
But you still have to play.
I know you've got to play, but you're not playing for anything. You're just playing because it's Sunday.
Listen, I've been on teams. Listen, and here's how the energy starts. This is how the energy starts on bad teams and teams that get progressively worse. You start off in training camp, or I'll tell you that back. You start off in mini camp, start off in OTAs, you feel good. You feel like you've added a couple pieces. You feel like you're a year newer into this team. You work hard, you bust your ass, you go over the offense, you learn the concepts. You feel good going through mini camp. You get to training camp. You have some hiccups, you have some stuff, some bumpy roads. You win a couple preseason games. You feel real good. You're like, all right, this is going to be the year. We're figuring things out. Then you lose game one. But you know what? You come back to the drawing board. You say, all right, we're going to get this. We're going to get this ship right. Here comes game two. You lose again. It's still okay. It's a couple mistakes that we're going to figure out. Coach put us in a bad spot here. Player fumble, gave up a big play, etc. Then you win one game. All right, see, I knew it was going to be that way. Then you lose again. You know what starts to happen? Now, Ryan Maz, when you're in games, as soon as the game starts, the first thing that happens bad, a fumble, a drop, a bad call, a play that doesn't get on the way, your mental already stops thinking. You're like, you know what? Here we go again. And now that's where your sense of urgency is. You lose your sense of urgency. You go into week 7, you go into week 8, you go into week 9. Players are thinking they're out of the game by halfway through the first quarter, and they're just playing to get to the end of the season. That's more so what Ryan Ermanni means. It's not,
that's exactly right. Until you get your quarterback, I don't think the rebuild starts.
Exactly.
The rebuild does not start until you get your quarterback, in my opinion.
You got to play the rest of the season. You got to play all the games on 100%, but the energy and the effort lessens and lessens and lessens as you lose and lose and lose, especially if you as a player don't trust your head coach.
Let's go around the NFL.